question is, when did you realize ERIN was the one? It's kind of a tough question. Why are you crying? What's wrong? Did you feed her, babe? Hungry?
You want breakfast, honey? She's like, only if it's whiteys.
Here you go. Eat up. For you. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, I love you.
Good morning to all, and to all a good morning. It's Sunday, so we're having a little bit of a bigger breakfast than usual. Scrambled eggs, English muffin with cream cheese, and I did bacon in the air fryer. Yesterday, somebody said to me, I dare you to go one vlog without talking about the air fryer. And I sent back that meme of the kid with his veins bulging out. So that's what I feel like it would be like. ERIN's editing, so I will eat alone in silence. The grand reveal. Okay, she's looking good. She's feeling soft and smooth, dry, not sticky or anything. The guy that I watched on YouTube, he said he sanded it down one more time with 320 grit sander, which is like a little bit more fine. And then he put linseed oil on it, so I'm gonna do that. Alright, so remember a few days ago ERIN got the bamboo drawer dividers. She just finished setting them up. Let's see. Wow.
Utensil space.
Tell us how they're organized.
So we have like the baking ones, then like the random ones that we don't ever really use except for the thermometer, and then like the everyday.
Rando, everyday baking.
Yep.
Cool. Got it.
And then this is the real treat. You know how messy this drawer was?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh my god, I just got chills.
Okay.
I did. I got a
Did
little
you?
chill.
So we just have, these are like what we always use, and then this is just like the random, you know, corn huskers, this matcha thing, some candles, and then this is like I said, every day.
Wow.
Measuring the straws and the chopsticks.
Wow.
Good.
I'm impressed.
My work for the day is done.
I'm gonna go out to the garage and break down more boxes.
Will you put these in the Christmas bin?
We don't have a Christmas bin. Oh, wow. This is starting to look really good. Nice. Gotta say, this boiled Lin-Manuel Miranda seed oil really doing the trick. Okay, I'm gonna break down the rest of these boxes and try and throw some shit away. Okay, not bad. The trash cans are overflowing, recycle bins overflowing, but it broke down pretty much every box that we used to move over here, and then I have this box of like rando trash and other stuff to throw away. So it's a slight dent, but I really want to fix this place up. I want to get some shelves and like get organized in here because it would just be nice to have a space to store things. And I kind of want to get like a punching bag and like turn this into a little bit of a space where I could like work out. So we'll get there slowly but surely. Next thing I gotta do is sell all this rando Fernie and put it up on Facebook Marketplace. I need to shower though, so maybe I'll shower and then I'll tackle some of those things. All right.
Hey puppy, where's the ball? Where's your ball? All right, I don't know how. Wait for this airplane to be gone. Okay, so it's Sunday. I've just been doing a lot of projects around the house. You know, so many things. I feel like I might start doing this weekly where we just sit down and I do a little Q&A. The last time I posted asking for questions, I did the Q&A within a couple of hours of posting and I got so many more questions than I could answer. So I'm gonna go back to that post from a couple weeks ago and go through some of the questions that I couldn't get to and hopefully cue some of your some of your Q's. Okay. What vegetables did you hate as a kid that you eat now, or do you still hate and are doing just fine? Well, Komal, my least favorite vegetables are probably squash and tomatoes. Tomatoes are a weird one for me. Like, I'll eat cherry tomatoes in, a salad. I kind of like them sometimes. I like ketchup. I like tomato sauce. That's all cool. I don't really like, big slices of tomatoes on sandwiches or on cheeseburgers or anything like that. I just think it sogs up the bun and it's not very good. Squash is another weird one for me. I think it's a texture thing, but I'll eat squash. Like, it's fine. I just will never be like, yeah, really go for some squash right now. What was your first concert ever? I think my parents took me to a Fleetwood Mac concert when I was a baby, like before I could remember it. From what they tell me, they had really good seats, like within the first 5 rows, and I was just not having it. Apparently, as soon as Mick Fleetwood came out and hit that bass drum, I just started screaming, and they ended up trading their tickets with somebody in the back, so that I wasn't like suffering as a little baby in the front row. I think I had earplugs and stuff, but still it was too much for little baby me. The first concert that I remember going to was a Tim McGraw Faith Hill concert. Me and my dad went in Salt Lake City, Utah. And then the first show that I went to, like kind of on my own, was like not in an arena or anything, like just an actual like club rock show. I saw Fall Out Boy and Gym Class Heroes and Bayside at like a 300 person venue in Salt Lake City called In the Venue, and I used to go to shows there all the time when I was a kid. And I remember my parents were like so nervous and they just like dropped me and my friends off and then went and had dinner or something and then came back and picked me up later. They were like chatting with the security guard. It actually all kind of came full circle too, because another band on that lineup was Armor for Sleep, and they played that first show, and we had Ben from Armor for Sleep come DJ emo night, and my parents, that was the only time that they've ever come to an emo night, but they came to one, I think it was in like 2017, and I just kind of wanted to show them, what I was doing, and they came and I showed them around. I introduced them to the artists that were playing, and one of them was Ben from Armor for Sleep, and I was like, do you guys remember when I was like 14 and you dropped me off at In the Venue in Salt Lake City? Yeah, well, Ben's band was playing that show, and now here he is at emo night. So that was kind of a full circle cool moment for everybody. Question is, when did you realize ERIN was the one? It's kind of a tough question. I mean, we definitely had a rocky start to our relationship. I had just come out of like a very long-term serious relationship, and I didn't really know what I wanted. I knew I kind of wanted to play the field and date around a little bit, but I met ERIN like pretty soon after I got out of that relationship. And it was just like a conflicting moment because I knew she was great, but I knew that I needed like that moment in my life where I could just like be a single person in Los Angeles. Anyway, we definitely had a rough first year of our relationship, and I remember one time in particular, I was super sick, and I got off the plane from this trip that I was on, and I went to her house, and she just took care of me. Like, I was disgusting. I had snot running down my nose, and I was just like, my eyes were watering. I was just absolutely disgusting, and she just didn't care, and she just took care of me. And that was like a pivotal moment for me where I realized like, this is the person that I need to be with for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna do everything to get us to that point. And it took us a few more years after that to get to that point, but I'm really happy that we did get there. What is your favorite episode of The Office? I think honestly, Dinner Party is the funniest episode. I think it's so well written, and it's just one of the rare episodes of The Office where they're actually like outside of the office and you're in Michael Scott's world of his apartment or his condo, and he's like living with Jan, and you see how Jan has decorated the place. It's so well done, and it's so funny, and you have this whole added element of like Hunter, her assistant, and Jan can't make the dinner on time. It's just so good. Dinner Party, definitely. How did Whitey get her name, and how did she turn into a loaf? She's white, obviously, so her name is Whitey. But I got her when I lived in Boston. Her original name before I adopted her was Snowflake, and I was not gonna have her be named Snowflake. But there's a very notorious Boston criminal named Whitey Bulger, and literally the week that I got Whitey, they captured him in Santa Monica. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I got a white cat, I'm in Boston, they just captured Whitey Bulger, I'm naming her Whitey. I've always had a love or a fascination with gangster stuff. Like, one of my favorite movies is Godfather Part 2, and I've always loved reading about people like Al Capone or John Gotti and, you know, The Sopranos. So yeah, Whitey Bulger seemed like the absolute perfect name for her. How was my time at Berklee, and was it worth the cost? So yeah, for those of you who don't know, I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston. It was super fun. It was probably some of the best years of my life. I think it was worth it in the sense that, you know, I was an 18-year-old kid from Utah, and I had no idea what I was doing in the music industry. And to put it this way, like, if I had moved from Utah to Los Angeles at 18 and tried to make it in the music industry, I would have failed miserably. So I'm glad that I went to Berklee and I had those 4 years in this like miniature version of the music industry to just like mess up and figure things out and make connections and friends, and it was definitely a great experience. I wish I could go back, honestly. And here we go. Here's a sore subject for today, but it's, how do you feel about Tom Brady leaving the Pats? Terrible. You know, he's a fantastic athlete. It's unbelievable that he's age 43 and he's going to the Super Bowl again. And to be honest, it sucks that he doesn't play for the Patriots anymore. So that's that for this week's Q&A. I think I might start doing these once a week. So if you guys have questions, please let me know in the comments, and I'm going to be collecting them every day off of the videos, and at the end of the week I'll answer some of my favorite ones. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Dingo of the day goes to Daniel. Daniel, thank you so much for watching these videos. Daniel, you go, girl. If you guys want a chance to be the Dingo of the day, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, and leave a comment down below, and you just might be picked to be the Dingo of the next video. I post new videos every day at 8 a.m. Pacific time, so make sure you're subscribed, noties are turned on, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!